Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go. Let's see if I can catch a fucking one. 258! They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing football. Sick guy. Check sick guy. Rocket launcher.
Rodgers now on first down. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A nice gain of 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. They had trouble stopping the run last week in a loss, and here it rears its ugly head early.
You're supposed to try and get your confidence going after a loss like that where you gave up big yards running the football. This is not the way to go about it. It looks exactly as it did just a week ago.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there, and if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Aaron Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Is he true?
Yeah, it's fast. He's like 94 feet and he's 6 feet or something.
Middle line goes through. You could use it.
I got 2 bucks. I need to get at least 100.
I'm coming up to you.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down and 4, Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Allen now looks to throw. And this one's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time. And you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and
What do you do
11.
if I trade like this in this practice?
Running from the gun with Howard. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
26.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Eifert has it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
I can't stop these offenses.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Hey, 626. 50.
Bro, I'm hit. Fucking hit. Like, this guy has McCaffrey and he has like 38 going on.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Rodgers. And this is caught by Allen for a Jets touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. To throw, it's Allen. He's going to look deep down the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now this throw caught left side. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big play there for the Niners. 59 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
57. Mike. Hey, Orbit. Here we go.
Allen to throw once more. Eluding the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Gerald Everett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the 2nd drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 20. Six-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here, that's it.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Brings up second and 8 at the 28-yard line.
Let's get it. 30. Line 36.
Throwing on second and 8. Rodgers nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Was sacked there by Trent Murphy.
Loss of 4 yards. And it's third down. Third and 12.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up. Motion. Hey, check motion man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion man. Jump out. Hey, Alpha. Watch the run. Mike, 36.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. The intended receiver there, Allen. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 40, past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
At their own 35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Throwing on second and 8. Allen. They'll find Everett there, complete. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Allen now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Allen. And Diggs has it. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
I got something. Are you saying Simmons to the Packers?
Yeah, I'm going Bills for the future.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Allen again. Open man is heard. It's complete. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Quick slant there, gets him the first down, 6 yards on the play. He's going to loft one, deep left side here. This is caught. Touchdown, 49ers. Stephon Diggs, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score.
Without a doubt, the fade route is tough to stop if your wide receiver and quarterback are on the same page and the ball is placed in the proper spot.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, are you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
I'm not getting his receivers. I don't know. We'll find out. He's probably going to give me more history there.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Rodgers. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down.
50, 58, 61, match box, white.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And he's got room. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
I think Dwayne left the
So
party
chalk
because I
that
said
down
I
as an
didn't
8-play drive, captured a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Hey, he could have stopped it all.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Looking to throw again on second down. Allen.
So it ensures the Packers wins. If I have to deal with Rams OPS, they got to deal with the Packers OPS.
There he goes, right side. And it's a touchdown for the Jets.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity.
They've got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Allen. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A good pickup there, a 22. Allen now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. To the air, Allen. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jalen Hurd, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers get a score closer. Bailey got the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for third down. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, this is Howard. And an alley to run. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Hey, seam 6, seam 6. Hey, we got Mike 50, Mike 50.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it with Jones. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them.
And that's caught inside the 35. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 36 yards on the play.
Hey, Charlie.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Allen will try again on 2nd down. This one into the hands of Hurd. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 25 yards that time.
Let's go, D. Let's go. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. All right, tight.
And again, it's Allen. And he hits Drake. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, wahoo!
Again, they'll throw with Allen toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal?
Haywood. Mike's 57. 57's Mike. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. 57's the Mike. 57's the Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been at a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal, field goal?
No, I have not. That's a good point.
Yeah, they always want to go for it, and I think they've got the right idea right now. The way they've moved the ball in this drive, I wouldn't stop that momentum. Go get it.
So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clap.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
What is it?
Hey, Foxtrot. Check. Mike. 50. I got it.
And that'll set them back 5.
18. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Hey, let go. 50, Mike, 50. Man, I got you. Come. Mike's 50. Right. Back north. Mike's 50.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Howard.
Whoa, let's be real.
DeMar DeRozan, man, they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Chris Bosh. The most talented probably was Vince Carter. Could have been
second and 13.
Rodgers.
And the catch good. It's Eifert.
I got you, boy.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll
Anybody
lead to a
who
third
says Kyle
down.
Lowry is a dumb bitch. Just that, yeah.
88. 50, Mike, 50. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Hey, exit.
Alright, y'all can play your game. You should probably play your
On
game.
third down, Rodgers. And he's got a man open. That's Allen.
Is he getting on?
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Rodgers now on first down. It's caught by Jackson. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hey, 626. Plant.
So that'll back him up 5.
No. 258. Over.
After the penalty, it's Jones. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Rodgers going to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their history. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
56.
On first down, Allen. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Too little, check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine.
And here's Allen. Going to throw again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Hey, orbit. Max 50. You ain't going.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Check 26.
This is Jones.
Yeah, you think so?
They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Jones. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Great defense. Yeah, that's his best shit. He has the offense.
On 1st down, Rodgers. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Plays
he
like
has
this when the ball
Miles
comes
Garrett
free, it's
and like
often unusual
2 other
for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He's got some fast linebackers too, I think.
It's just me and you. Back.
Dude, this is the 4th time.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
319. 50, check my 50. I got you, son. I got you. You're online, baby. Hey, 88.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw? Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to...
His lineman outruns my fucking wide receivers, bro. Or, no, my fucking... He literally had a lineman pick up a fumble and then run 20 yards. How the fuck does that happen?
Yeah, that's kind of tragic.
He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
On first down, it's Howard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, I feel like Madden just like takes who he wants to win, and then it's just like, oh hey, I'm gonna fuck this guy over.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Oh, design run for their wideout. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him.
I got your back, dude. It's the matchup.
Oh, well, I got my fucking X Factor on Diggs, I guess.
I think it's starting running backs out for the year, too.
What?
I was telling Jeff about Sky starting running back. You're fake.
Behind the line.
I'm about to let him score, so dude. Oh my fucking god, bro.
The tackle made back at his own 49.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now Howard. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now this throw caught left side. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Allen now looks to throw. Catch is made by Hurd. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Allen to throw. Throwing again. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, high 7. Take it.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. The quick slant caught. 10 more there and another first down.
10 more yards.
Single receiver. Hey,
First and goal at the 1.
Now Allen again. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Gerald Everett, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score Jets 41, 49ers 31. Dan Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Tackle made by Demarius Randall. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jets, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, maybe. Depends on what Mikey wants to do.
I want Simmons, bro.
What you want to give up for Simmons, bro? Look, my biggest needs is probably offense.
I'll give you Tyreek Hill, bro.
Don't lie to me like that ever again.
I'll give you Tyreek Hill for a good package. For real? Yeah.
What would it take? Simmons.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't have picks this year, sir.
I know, I don't really want picks. I need a quarterback, though.
No, you know, I can't trade for a weapons Fields and give up Fields.
I know, I'm willing to let go of Andrew Luck, too. He's fucking trash. No, Andrew Luck is honestly trash.
Yeah, dummy. I'm sorry, you set yourself up, Logan. Alright, but for real, Mikey. Let's talk for Simmons. Cause thinking about it, I'd rather give you Simmons than fucking That overloaded practice defense.
Bro, that makes no sense. I swear I should have a fucking trade too.
4.
Gerald Everett, dude. I had 2 touchdowns with him.
Wait, was it SF1?
Yeah.
It might have been 3 TDs.
I'm gonna go back.
I think tight ends are weird.
I'm gonna go back and look on my stream.